Nemath. I live in Elk Grove for over 20 years. I have 3 children. My oldest is severely disabled from an accident at birth, and been married for 20 years, as I mentioned, which is pretty good because there's a 90% divorce rate for families with a severely disabled child. Small businessman, have several small businesses. I was fortunate enough to sell one of them to Nextel about 10 years ago. I was able to take a lot of my time and money and set up a clinic for disabled children where we treat kids with brain injuries and now disabled brain injury war veterans. And I have a foundation which does research. We recently published a paper treating kids with autism, making them better. I have a purpose, and I have a focus. I have a plan to go forward and with conservative principles to rebuild California. I'm not a career politician. I have not really thought of holding office before, but given the changes in our district, I feel I'm one of the most qualified people to do regarding health care, to go against Dr. Pan. And I'm just a father, I'm just a businessman, just a husband, but I'm the one person that beat Dr. Pan on his own turf regarding health care. I stand for all the basic conservative principles that we all stand for. I want to reduce the budget, reduce regulation, which is really, I've dealt with more regulation probably than most people, building a clinic. You wouldn't believe how difficult that is. Reduce taxes, reduce the spending significantly in order to save our state. I want to expand the Republican Party and restore California greatness. So it's really fundamental.
Thank you, Ed. All right, let's take questions from the audience. Don and then Jeff.
I haven't heard of you except real recently. One of your opponents has done a very good job, but one of our concerns is can you raise money and win? And I've heard you can raise $100,000 a month. I've heard people doubt that. Where are you financially?
You know, I just filed my papers. I just got my team together. We're still spotty, quite frankly. Started raising money the other day, got $2,500 in the bank, and we're just getting going. I'm a little bit 2 days ahead of you. So, tomorrow I'm meeting with an old friend of mine. I don't know if I should say the name or not, but he's been very well established, and I've got other contacts. I will say that when I had done very well in my business, a lot of my friends had done very well. They all got hurt in 2008 like I did. So it's a little bit more spotty than I wish. 5 years ago, I just would have written the check, quite frankly. When I built my clinic, I wrote a check for $800,000 to do it,
The same question is your position on life.
We're founded as a Christian nation, period. Our founders were Christians, and we founded ourselves so that everybody could have freedom of religion, everybody. But we were founded as a Christian nation. I am very pro-life, because I don't know where life begins. I can't make that mistake, otherwise it's murder, and it's the worst murder of an innocent child. Second Amendment, second for a reason, like somebody had said before. I'm very much Second Amendment. I don't own a gun, I don't plan to. If somebody breaks in my house, I want to look in his eyes. And the third one, gay marriage. I'm again, back to a Christian nation. It's never been accepted before. People want to do what they want on their own. That's fine, but we have traditional marriage, and I'm very strong for that. And yes, I'm very ardently strong for Israel, period.
Thank you.
And they know it.
All right, good. Other questions?
Yes, sir.
What do you think about the SIU?
Can we just have some standard questions?
All right. It's cancer. All right. Like we all talked about it. It's draining our coffers. We pay a lot of extra money to every employee to pay them to run against us. All right. It's sick. It's very hard to change that system. So whatever we do going to office, we have to be smart. And I'm a very smart person. I know how to find angles and to pull things together. But we have to control that. I have some ideas. I think the only way to go after that, quite frankly, is to go with a pension catastrophe that is happening. As of 2 years ago, we had 3% of our GDP was unfunded pensions. Now it's much higher, so we have to address that. But if we let that fall upon them and come up with a solution to control them, I think that's the strategy that to take. If somebody has a better strategy, I'll jump on it. It has to be done, it is our future, period.